Hello again, everyone. I'm honored to return to the stage to introduce a voice that truly reflects today's call to action. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. once said, "Life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others?" That question sits at the heart of today's celebration, and it also speaks directly to the mission of the YMCA. Every day, the Y works to strengthen communities, build belonging, and ensure that opportunity, dignity, and hope are all accessible. Our keynote speaker embodies the calling through leadership, service, and an unwavering commitment to equality and transformation. Cynthia Stokley is a seasoned leader with more than 25 years of experience in quality management, business transformation, and diversity and inclusion. A proud graduate of North Carolina Central University, Cynthia joined Bayer Crop Science in 2017 and currently serves as the business transformation coach, helping teams eliminate bureaucracy and build agile, innovative, and people-centered systems. Previously, she served as Vice President of Quality for North America Product Supply at Bayer, ensuring excellence and accountability across critical agricultural portfolios. Her leadership journey has included impactful global roles at BASF, where she advanced quality, stewardship, and equity initiatives across North America, South America, Europe, and Asia. Beyond her corporate leadership, Cynthia is a passionate advocate for equity in agriculture and workforce development, supporting the next generation of diverse leaders in agriculture and natural resources. She is a recipient of the YMCA of St. Louis Women in the Workplace Award. She has been featured in USA Today and has moderated national conversations on equity and food policy at the Congressional Black Caucus Foundation Annual Legislative Conference. Cynthia is also the author of Till the Wheels Fall Off, a story of love, marriage, grief, and renewal, a power reflection on resilience, purpose, and hope, themes that align beautifully with Dr. King's vision of a beloved community. This morning, as we reflect on our theme, Mission Possible 2, Building Community, Uniting a Nation the Nonviolent Way, we are honored to hear the leader whose life works demonstrates that this mission is not only possible, but necessary. Please join me in giving a warm welcome, YMCA welcome at that, to our keynote speaker for the 41st Annual MLK Jr. Commemorative Breakfast, Cynthia Stokley.
Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for that gracious introduction. Thank you for the invitation. And thank you for creating space for reflection, for courage, and for action. I am honored to be here today, not just because today commemorates the life and legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., but because it challenges us to ask, what will we do with that legacy? As I reflected on this year's theme, Mission Possible 2, Building Community, Uniting the Nation the Nonviolent Way, one question kept rising to the surface. It's a simple question. It's a searching question. It is a direct question. And it is, who are you? Who are you in moments that demand courage, when leadership is required but no title is attached? Who are you when silence feels safer than speaking, when the right thing is clear but the path is uncomfortable? Who are you when justice is inconvenient, when progress demands more than good intentions? Are you a bystander, aware of challenges but waiting for someone else to act? Or are you a builder, willing to roll up your sleeves and create solutions? Are you the leader who waits for certainty? Or are you the leader who moves even when the outcome? Are you shaped by fear of, or are you guided by courage? These are not abstract. These questions show up in boardrooms. They show up in whose voices are heard, and they also show up in whose voices are dismissed. They show up in whether our organizations truly serve their people or if they simply preserve their systems. The reality we must face is that we are living in a time of extraordinary change, a time of innovation and opportunity, but yet also a time of deep division and heavy strain. We are more connected than ever through technology, yet we are more disconnected through ideology, mistrust, misunderstandings, and sometimes just a simple refusal to listen. Amen. We sit in meetings discussing strategy and performance and growth, while outside those walls there are people struggling with housing insecurity, food insecurity, limited access to health care, and unequal opportunity. Too often, bureaucracy becomes a shield not for excellence, but for inaction. Processes slow progress, our policies replace compassion, and the systems that were designed to protect people end up protecting themselves instead. We see organizations that say the door is open, but not everyone gets the same welcome once they step inside. And many never even receive an invitation to enter in. We see talented individuals overlooked, and we see communities underinvested. We see dignity quietly eroded through inequitable practices and unequal access. So again, I ask, who are you? Will you allow bureaucratic systems to wear down the hope of the poor, the marginalized, and the displaced? Or will you choose to rise up and confront a system that has stood unchallenged and unexamined for far too long? And now, we are faced with even a broader responsibility. We find ourselves at a time where the world is sending us very clear signals. Mother Earth herself is crying out loud. We have seen fires rage hotter than history remembers, and storms roar louder than we have ever known. We've experienced earthquakes that shake not only the ground beneath us, but the very depths of our souls. Now, some call that science, some call it climate change. But when I look at these signs, I hear echoes of biblical prophecies, warnings from ancient texts that echoed across centuries. Matthew, Mark, and Luke tells us of famines and earthquakes in diverse places and reminds us that a house divided against itself cannot stand. And Isaiah warns us that the earth mourns and dries up and the land wastes away and withers. Now, whether you read these words as poetry or as prophecy, the message remains the same. We have work to do. We're being called to stewardship, to responsibility, to compassion, and not just for creation, but for one another. The ground beneath our feet is sacred, and yet we have not treated it as such. But hear me clearly this morning. Just as storms rise, so can we. Just as systems oppress, our communities can liberate. Just as hatred hardens, love can still transform. I have seen unity rise from tragedy. I have seen neighbors become lifelines when institutions fail. I have seen young people speak the truth with a fire that wakes nations from their sleep. So let me remind you of something of utmost importance. We are not powerless. We are powerful. We are powerful beyond measure. when we choose empathy over ego, when we choose justice over comfort, and when we choose action over silence, when we choose to stand together in unity, transformation becomes possible. And today, I choose to believe. I choose to believe that compassion can be embedded into culture and not treated as an exception. I choose to believe that systems can be redesigned to serve people efficiently, fairly, and humanely. I believe that environmental responsibility is not a cost. It is an investment in our collective future. I believe that diversity is not a box to check, but it is a strength to cultivate, because innovation thrives where perspectives are valued. And I believe that we can work together, not because we agree on everything, but because we agree on the right thing, that people matter, that communities matter, that our shared future matters, and most of all, that together we matter. So, who are you willing to be? Will you be the voice that trembles in fear? Or will you be the voice that thunders for justice? Will you be the leader who maintains the status quo? Or will you be the leader who reimagines what's possible? Will you be the heart that turns away, or will you be the heart that breaks open? Will you be the organization that reacts to crisis, or will you be the organization that builds resilience before a crisis arrives? Will you be the hand that points blame, or will you be the hand that lifts another from the ground? Because the world is changing. The storms are intensifying, the systems are straining, and our future, they are watching. They're not just watching what we say, but they are watching what we do. So here is your call to action. Let today be the day that you decide, I will lead with courage, even when it costs me comfort. I will listen, especially to voices different from my own. I will challenge systems that don't align with our stated values. I will speak when silence is easier. I will stand when sitting is safer. I will hope when despair is louder. I will choose impact over indifference, and I will build bridges and not walls. Let today be the day that we strengthen partnerships between corporations and communities. Let today be the day that we reach out in generosity and not in judgment. Let today be the day that we align our values with metrics and move from statements to sustained action. And when the next generation asks how we responded to the challenges of our time, may we be able to say that we chose courage, we chose justice, we chose responsibility, we chose collaboration, we chose compassion, but most of all, we chose each other. Because doing good is not just what we believe, it is who we are willing to be. And finally, the very question that was proposed at the beginning. Who are you? And I add to that, who will you choose to become? May your leadership be bold. May your actions to move forward be intentional. And may the legacy you help build be one of justice, opportunity, shared humanity, and most of all, love. Thank you.